we've got words on. On. Yeah, I bet you can't turn the power on. Inside.
Hello, I'm...
It's a good voice, wasn't it?
Hello,
It's a good voice, wasn't it? Can you make them lights go off? Please. Oh, wow. Wow, and you put them back on straight away. That was brilliant, that. That was fantastic. So we have got something that I assumed that's definitely here, that's observing me. It's just been able to capture it or not. That leads to the question of why. Who put the fucking lights on now? The devil. That was a good one. That one actually. The devil. What's going on? Welcome to another video. So at All Saints Church, I've been avoiding coming here at night, and obviously since I seen the lights on the other night, well, the other morning should I say, the lights have not been on for fucking 20 years plus. So that leads to the question of why. Who put the fucking lights on? Now, after reading the comments, I found it hilarious. Some of the comments, honestly, are fucking well funny. I mean, you could just go onto the video and read some of the comments. I'll let you know what some of the comments said, yeah. Someone said it were immigrants. Someone said it were crackheads. Someone said it were fucking an electrician. I mean, going through them comments was fucking funny as fuck. Now, this church, I think it opened in 1866, if my memory serves correctly. Obviously, it shut then in 2003 or something like that. And it's because there weren't enough people coming to church. Now the power's still here, I do not know. That should have been shut off. I think someone said there was a grow in there as well. I mean, I don't know where people's minds are really. They just make things up, which I think's fucking hilarious. I find that funny, yeah. Really funny. Especially when I read the comments, you know. Anyway, I won't talk too much shit. Well, let's get in there and see what happens. Who the fuck's in here at this time? Look. Oh yeah. Right. Leave it off. So as I mentioned last time, this is probably the best SLS capture I've had this year. This is obviously something in front of me that I can't see with my eyes. Now, there are 3 unknown bangs in a minute that I can't really explain, to be honest, because I can hear my footsteps, but then bangs I can't really explain. That's a shame that people doing that. It's fucking, there's no need for that. Oh shit, nearly fucking went on my arse, eh? And this is some of Rochdale's history. If you're into Rochdale like I am. This is fucking spooky as fuck. Look, that's a tomb there. And that's another one there by that tree. I'll cut it here and then get inside. So this is what happens when your videos do well. Your entrances get shut off. Sometimes it's best that your videos do shit and then you can come back to a location. But you see it's sealed up now. Now I don't know if you've realised already, this is a Freemason church, and you can tell by that from the some of the insignia that's in the masonry work. It's also got a spire on top of it, which is quite common for Freemason churches. Correct. So that's the first sign of me being observed by someone. Someone's listening to my conversation, or someone's watching me, but without flesh and blood. This is why I like being in TikTok jail, because your locations don't get compromised. So I'm glad about that, actually. Stroke. This would have been obviously one of the entrances. So I think I was the last person here, actually. Let's see if we get some recordings from the outside. My car journey. Let's give a bit of So I've only just arrived, and this is the second piece of evidence now. Obviously we had the intelligent response, and now we've got this. I'd say it's an orb, but it's a lot better. The way it looks, it's a lot brighter, and the way it moves, you can just tell it's not some kind of bug. So this one's an easy one, really. I shouldn't have to point anything here or put any fingers in to show you where to look. It's quite obvious what we're looking at here. This is better than an orb, a usual orb, because you can usually see through an orb. So when you see orbs, they're usually transparent. This has some kind of reflective, I don't want to use the word, I don't know what it is really, because I can't see through it, but it's quite obviously reflecting the light, which is pretty cool if you ask me. You don't often see movement like this from such an unknown anomaly. And this is what the radar will pick up, this kind of stuff. My car journey. Let's give a bit of so it's not waste.
Leave this.
Who's on this frequency?
Speak.
Beneath this cross, let's have a look. Beneath this cross repose the mortal remains of John Smith, Entwistle. That's where Entwistle Road comes from, in Rochdale. And he was born September 18th, 1815. And died Foxall's June, what was that, 1868. I don't know why he weren't buried in Rochdale Cemetery then. Maybe this was a local one. And then obviously his remains will be in a vault, which will be sealed up. There's more obviously, but I can't read this one. But this is where Entwistle Road comes from. So we'll have a look at the other one as well. So you can see there's obviously work that needs to be done. Let's have a look at this one. What does it say? Be therefore also ready for the, what's that say? For the Son of Man of cometh, and I can't read it. There's too much fucking algae on it.
What's wrong?
Let's have a look at this other one. That board you're seeing on there is fucking would be a piece of piss to take off. You just need a drill, really. Let's check this one out. This one's a bit bigger. Again, another vault.
Like it.
So I don't really know this one. William Whitworth Schofield, 1818, and then he died in 1877, but Rochdale Cemetery opened in 1855. So there's two in there, I think.
As more bells of the world. Yeah.
Yeah? Can you hear my voice? Oh, that was a good one. Oh, the devil. That was a good one. That one actually. The devil. That was a good one. That one actually.
Memory. We did.
Can you hear my voice on this frequency? That said hello then, I think. So again, I'm showing you this like light, which I showed you before, but this one's a bit more further away. But these have a signature, and the movement of this the radar will pick this up. So I just want to show that the app does respond to unknown anomalies like this, as you'll see in a minute, really, when the radar comes on. So hopefully this will explain the radar when you watch it in a minute. It's pretty self-explanatory. So these orbs I can't see with my own eyes. I have to look back on the footage, so I can't see them in real time. Can you come to this device? Because I can't see the orbs, then I need the radar so I can detect them and build evidence on what they are actually made of. Not reading over here for some reason. Can you come closer? Yeah, you. You know my voice? It's gone now. It was over here, and then it disappeared. Do you know this is All Saints Church? You know who John Entwistle is? It's a bit gutted by I couldn't get in, but sometimes it's good to change it up a little bit and do outside, do the grounds. Surely if there's something around, it's going to come towards me, but it would have been better to get inside, but I'm glad it's been boarded up because there's nothing worse than people smashing shit up that's historic. This has historic value, really. As if to the necrophonic and see what happens. I mean, I don't think much is going to happen, to be honest. The moon phase is quite low. I think when your views hit mine like they did on TikTok, this is what happens. Locations get sealed up. Everyone gets on it. So in that tomb is John Entwistle, and this is about the family bloodline, about the history of the area as well, about the history of foxholes. So it goes as far back as 1545 for a guy called Edward Entwistle. So it says in 1594, Richard Entwistle was the steward manor of Rochdale, which would have assumed that this is where the Freemason would come from, or the history of it really, I would have assumed. So this is a manor of it's like the Foxholes Manor dating back to 1834. So this goes to show the history of this actual location. It's got quite a complex history when you look at the bloodline, and obviously the history of Rochdale, which not many people will know about. So when you look at the bloodline, you go through the names, and I'm trying to obviously get to the name where we're up to, which is John Entwistle. Now, after going through all this, some of it's not relevant, but some of it is. And the bit that I want to show that's relevant, really, to what we're talking about here is the most important part. Is what's highlighted here. This is John Entwistle here. So John Entwistle was a sheriff of Lancashire in 1824 to 1835, I believe, and was elected Borough of Rochdale as an MP. So I would have assumed that he was, or my research is telling me that he was also a Freemason along with Albert Royds. I don't know if they were the same time frames, I'm not quite sure, but I assume that he was. So John Entwistle came from a wealthy family, and that basically shows his tomb, because only wealthy people could afford tombs like that. But this is some of Rochdale's hidden dark history that not many people know about, and if you just read the highlighted bit there, it should tell you more about this, the history really of this part of history of Rochdale that is quite rare, to be honest. So that leads me to the present day. Is Entwistle still a relevant bloodline in Rochdale today? Anyway, we'll get back into the video now.
Hello, I'm.
Good advice, wasn't it? Can you make them lights go off? Please. Oh, wow. Wow, and you put them back on straight away. That was brilliant, that. That was fantastic. So we have got something that I assumed that's definitely here, that's observing me It's just being able to capture it or not. Do you know your name?
I'm away. I'm away.
Paranoid. Who's paranoid? Paranoid. Who's paranoid? There's more graves here, look. I thought that was the way out, but it's the way the wall's falling off.
Clockwise.
Can you make the lights? Can you make the lights come on again, please? If you come to me, the lights will come on again.
It's a race.
It's a race. Is that what you said?
About it. Kate?
So one could assume, yeah, that these people here that are in a tomb, they're all in one tomb, but I don't know that for sure. I can only go off because I work in a cemetery, you see, so I usually know these things. But that, I don't know if that's a join, that there, whatever it is. If it's a join to that tomb, which is Mr. Entwistle's tomb. Now someone said there was a load of crackheads here and there's fucking, I mean, I think that's the most far-fetched thing I've ever heard. There's no crackheads here, as you can see. Are you above me or what? I don't want to make this video too long. I've captured what I wanted. I can only get my REM pod out and that to go off, but this is enough. This EMF and radar's enough, especially if some of the readings I've got. Now I don't know if I'm going to find out if there's a poltergeist or not, simply because I can't get inside.
Dang it, I was...
There is. I don't know what that was. That must have been like a disembodied church bell or something.
Very unpopular.
Let's try the EVP machine again and see what it says. See what it does. See if we can capture something on that device. Just flip camera around. Hopefully we can get a voice on this. You want to come and leave your voice in this device? Is that coming from inside? So this is just showing there's a plane passing over through the audio. I don't know if you can hear it. So if you heard the firework then and you can hear that, you can see the sounds are getting picked up. I was just looking up there then. If you get right, if you're here, yeah, I've got the picture device on, and you can come and draw a picture. If you come close to me, yeah, you can draw a picture. A picture will generate, and you can show me something from the past. Plane passing over. You want to draw a picture? No? You don't always do it, you see. I can see you. There we go. No idea what that is. Looks like, I don't know if they're armies or if they're trees or what, I'm not sure. I don't know how much relevance that's got. Oh, that's a fucking spider web there. Right, so I'm gonna go now. Right, so I'm gonna finish now. I'm gonna finish my video because I'm quite happy with what I've captured. I don't need to get the REM pod out as such. I was gonna get it out if inside, but I'm not really getting any words on this. But my EMF radar's picking up EMF signatures, which seems to be watching me. So it's quite obvious I'm being observed. Older. Alright, yeah. Are you an older? Something to do with the church or something? Sometimes when people die, they still have attachments to certain places or certain items, and this is what I think it's saying here. I can see you on this radar. Yeah? I've got the feeling someone's watching me, actually. You watching me? That's an immediate response, if you ask me. Visit me, I am doing. That's what I'm doing. I can't get inside, so I can't visit you. So that bit has significance because we've got a magnet anomaly, we've got an EMF spike on the radar, and we've got visit me all more or less at the same time. Oh, watch out for the spider web. Oh, we've got words on. Yeah, I bet you can't turn the power on. Inside. That light in the distance next to the church is a natural one. I bet you can't turn the power on inside, can you? There's a fuse board. If you go to the board, you'll be able to turn it on. Under. Why is the fireworks going off? I don't understand. It's fucking past firework night now. Under what? You're under the floor. I know, like, there's a tomb under the floor. Are you Mr. Entwistle? Are you John Entwistle? Possibly a response to the question that I was asking. Do you want to come and leave your name? If you know it. So if you go to Rochdale Cemetery, you'll see plenty of these. I don't know what these are. I've come across them quite often. Sometimes you got to reopen them. I come and go. I know. Yeah, I've noticed on my radar that you come and go. You were saying you was weak or something last time I came. Do you remember? She told me. All right. Who's she? Do you know? Hey, are you going to turn the power on again inside? If that was you. It won't be hard for you just to go to the board here and just flick the switch, and it'll turn the power on. No? Was it you that turned the power on? This must be the bit where they go and they don't speak. I think I've used all the energy that I can. Because he's gone silent now. So we'll make our way out. I've done what I needed to do. And we can't get in, so... Are you back? You're watching me from behind, aren't you? Every time I've got my back turned, it's you there. She will touch you. Good. I hope she does. So anyway, we'll leave now. Every time I said I'll leave, I'm getting a fucking reading. Do you want to go? Poison. Right, if you don't want to turn the power on, then I'm going. Yeah? Just go inside and turn the power on.
Angry.
Oh. Sorry. I know you can do it though, that's the thing. Right, I'm going now. Yeah? Do you want to say anything before I go? No. I just noticed the bricks there. You probably can't see them because I'm in night vision, but I'm just observing the vault actually. And the red bricks are always common in the vaults, and then they leave this top bit a different colour, but you can't see it because I'm in night vision. Right, I'm going now. You can leave your voice if you want before I go. I don't know what that was. It just fell down the camera then. I don't know what that was. It just fell down the camera then. Let's just start back. Well, there's definitely no crackheads. None.
Body
I'm going. Wait, sir. I'm going. I'm going. Wait, sir.
That would try.
We'll just let the box in just as I'm finishing because, like I mentioned, there was someone murdered here a few years ago, a woman. But this is part of Rochdale's history that's well and truly forgotten, and it's a shame, really, how churches are just getting abandoned. There really should be, one second, so there really should be investors really going for the churches and making them into houses, because I've seen that a lot in Bury where that's what they'll do, and I think it's a great idea, that, to be honest. That church, yeah, you could get houses in that and rent it out. You just got you don't even have to invest that much money. Like, and you get it back over years, but, be a good place to live, that, as well, if you ask me. Anyway, let's make our way out of here. If I remember the way again.
Seven-year-old.
7-year-old?
In among the...
Right, this is the end of the video, really. I just want to record this final bit of the grounds as I walk out.
Neighbours.
Neighbours? Is that what you said? Oops. I came here looking evidence for a poltergeist. I don't think I've captured any evidence of a poltergeist, but I have captured evidence of EMF signatures with some kind of intelligent responses. So I would have needed to get in, really, but I couldn't. So that's the be-all end of it all. So I'll just have to go over the evidence and see what happens. But I was quite impressed with the EMF spikes, and when it said on, and this is what we're after, really, the power was on when I walked past the other day. So, I mean, it would have been good if the power came on when the actual building sealed up. That would have been the ultimate. That would have been full evidence, really, of a poltergeist or whatever, which has got the ability to do that, but it didn't do that. So, if it did, then we'd know that would be a poltergeist, but there has to be more evidence for me. But equally, there is evidence that there's EMF spikes and something was obviously observing me. I got the feeling that the last time I had that feeling was at Ely Dell when there was that big ball of light behind me. It's what it is, end of the day. So I'll finish my video now and look forward to Scotland next, because that's where we're going. And we're going to Overton Bridge to check that bridge out and to understand why there's so many dogs that jump off that bridge. So we'll be leaving Rochdale to go to Scotland quite soon. So, peace for now, and hopefully see you soon. So if you haven't seen inside this church, this is what it basically looks like if you didn't watch the last video. There's a few things I learned actually making this video, and it's obviously because John Entwistle, where he's actually buried, which is at this church, Entwistle that as Freemasonry runs in the bloodline, so I don't know if that's still going on today or not. But it's an interesting subject as far as history goes when it comes to Rochdale. And obviously, if Entwistle is one of the first bloodlines in Rochdale, then I find that pretty significant, to be honest. And I also wonder if anyone out there is actually still called Entwistle to this day in Rochdale, or has any links to Rochdale. Anyway, that's it for now, and hopefully I'll see you when I go to Scotland next.